Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I am doing better. The cold, which I felt coming on, decided to come into full force. So it wasn't the worst cold I've had. It wasn't really that bad. It was more just weird. Like it would change every day. It's like, today you're gonna have a drippy nose. Now you're gonna have sinus problems, and your nose is just gonna hurt. Now you're gonna have temperature next day. Anyway, I'm still not feeling 100%, but I guess well enough that we can continue as Demon Souls. Because, yes, we left it, like, I think at, like, the second last boss. Let's continue as that. Old King Andre? Or something like that. Atreus? No. I don't know. I don't know what the king guy's name is. Old King something or other. The guy with the big sword, and he had AoE blasts. And I've learned since that you can actually interrupt those AoE blasts by smacking him, like that other guy from the DLC in Dark Souls. I can't remember these guys' names. Atreus or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it starts with an A. Something. The guy... I can't just say guy with big sword, because that describes so many characters. Yes. Still not completely over the cold. If there is intermittent coughing or sniffing, I apologize. Shouldn't be too much, but... Sadly, no deeper voice. I didn't get, like, a sore throat, so... I didn't get to, aggravate my throat into, deeper tones. Which is always fun. Also recently come into effect in Australia is a social media ban for people who are under 16. I am definitely over 16. But, it remains to be seen how much things of mine will get caught into the, like, wide netcast. Discord's already had some small issues, and I'm not sending them photos of myself. Which, hopefully they'll put 2 and 2 together that I created my account like 5 years ago, and that will be enough. This isn't really relevant to viewers, I guess. I'm just, I guess I'm just talking about things which are going on. Hooray for, I don't know. I can't say short-sighted because it's probably quite a fair bit of thinking behind it. Just the wrong thinking. Anyway, Roll's eyes. I'm sure all the kids who were affected by it have already gotten past it all. They're smart cookies. This is the positives we should look towards, right? Don't see it as a ban. See it as a way of, like, encouraging kids to get more involved with their technology. Ow, you jerk. Right, yeah, I have to learn all this again. Yeah, good. What are the buttons again? I said before that I don't play a game for a few days and all the information about it just exits the mind. It just goes poof. What's long-term memory? Something which seems to be stuck into things which I learned when I was like 8. or 5, I can, like, play through Monster Bash, no problem, because that's, like, firmly in muscle memory. Even though I haven't played that since I streamed it, like, 4 or 5 years ago. Hint, hint, Twitch. This person is talking about having played games from the 90s. I don't think they're 16 or under. Oh dear. Okay. Also, waiting on an announcement from Creative Assembly to see what the next Total War game they're coming out with is. Kind of hoping and feeling that it's going to be Warhammer 40K, but who knows? There is room for other things. Suggested it could be Star Wars, which, well, I guess would be interesting. I don't know if I'd be particularly excited about it. And modding would probably be even less likely than for Warhammer. Somehow I feel like Disney would be very against the idea of modding. Much more so than Games Workshop. Okay, so how do we do this again? It's just timing. And I have to, like, wait in the center a bit for a little, so that the dragon starts breathing fire there rather than in the far part. No, no, no. Okay. That went pretty well. Now, I haven't had any problems with this. Yeah, that wasn't. Wow, okay. That was the first time I had a problem with that. Rolls eyes. I guess I was always running a little bit earlier. I think it didn't kill me. Anyway, to the boss. What have I got equipped? I got the hat. Doesn't do anything. Cling ring, regenerator ring. Maybe remove those. Old spice, that's not going to be very useful. Get rid of those. Full moon grass, yeah. I'm going to be trying to stay close to the boss because I know I can break his concentration for his AoE blast now. I'm just going to try and focus on like rolling around him and smacking him as much as possible. I'm going to keep the hat on. I haven't done any practicing or anything, so we'll see how this goes. I'm rather glad that it's turned out in this game I haven't had to grind for these. I guess I did maybe a little bit for some souls. Once. But not as much as I had to for Dark Souls. And even in Dark Souls, it's more just to buy some supplies which I wanted. Okay. Frick! Well... Look, mate. Okay, good. I can smack him out of that with one hit. That's pretty good. No. It's not like, what's his name? Who I had to hit him 3 times or so. Okay. It's still gonna be tricky. But that was feeling better. Ah. So we'll just keep on my toes. Hit him, roll away. Or hit him, roll around. Hit him, roll around. Come on. Very good. Well, that wasn't my spell. Okay. Oh, freak. I thought I'd get caught in that there. Okay, try two. Well, thanks, buddy. You really have to roll to the side for all of these attacks. The air blasts he sends out, they just follow you if you roll back. I am rather tempted to use safe states, but I don't know how on this. I might have to go and put some of these things into a storage again. Oh, you're coming in already. What did I do to upset you? You drop a throwing dagger and a secret throwing knife? Whatever? I am tempted to try and poison this thing again. Last time I got close enough. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Feels like forever. I think it was like 6 days or so. Does leave me a bit going, oh, I wonder what I should be doing. You know, annoying cold and all. I'd rather not stream if I'm sniffing and snorting. Yeah, that didn't work. I have hit it with poison before. It seems too finicky, I don't know. I guess I hit the poison bolt on the ledge he's standing on or something a bit higher up. But I can't really aim it. Also, I hope we're doing well. Better than I was, at least. I think you actually said that you were sick yourself, so I hope you're feeling better. Ooh. Hey, I got a grindstone. Everyone seems to be taking the opportunity to get sick during the holidays. Oh, Christmas time. Hello, welcome, Boletaria. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for your subscription. 41 months. As always, it's greatly appreciated. Ow! Oh. I was close enough for you to shoot at me, I guess. Okay. Feeling better? Pretty much. Still a little bit there, but as I said, it's not like... It wasn't really like... I wasn't hugely stuffed or I did have a sore throat. It just sapped my energy. So I was just sort of moping around for a few days. Not really doing too much. There was one day when my sinuses were just playing havoc. Okay, let's try this a third time. I'll admit I did take the opportunity while I was ill to play the new DLC which came out for Warhammer 3. It's a complete coincidence. I implore you to believe me. There's some interesting lords in that. But... oh, thanks. Those triple strikes he does are a huge pain. It's like you get hit by one and you're going to get hit by the others. You don't get enough time to dodge out of the way in between the strikes. And like some of these moves where he like jumps back. Like, well, I can't roll around you when you're jumping back, so I have to like come towards you, and that gives you a chance to like slash straight at me. I have noticed he's not very fast at like turning towards me. Once he's turned, like once he's got a lock on, he'll go straight for you, but if you're like behind him, he doesn't really turn quickly to attack you. I think that's might be when he'll sometimes leap away to turn around. Okay. It'd probably help if I was using a better sword. This one I've got, I don't think is dealing that much damage. Certainly not to him. It's probably taking longer than it would otherwise, but... Oh, well, I'm gonna keep using it. Let's just wait for you to waddle over here. If I try to hit you with this. Oh, right. It doesn't have the range. This fizzles out before it even gets anywhere close. Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know how you're supposed to get all those things. I guess run up and pick it up and then die? And then you just go back to get your body even afterwards? Or maybe you could deal with the dragon some way. Who knows? Ow. Did I not dive out of the way fast enough? Oh, I can interrupt its grab as well. Okay, this is going alright. I'm already down, mate. Okay. Hold on. Fumbling with the controls. There we go. I'm dead, mate. Like, just making sure. Sometimes he really takes his time to lock onto you, but then other times he just starts just going straight for you every time. I don't know if there's anything I should be paying attention to, like the big wind wings he's got. Okay. What's my carrying capacity? 74 out of 126. I think I should go and drop stuff off at some point. I'll do so after my next death. Okay. Let me just pick up some more stuff. That will help my situation. I can't just leave them on the ground. They shine. Okay. I hope everyone's weeks have been alright. Haven't been too stressful with the holidays coming up. We'll be finding time to have some rest and relaxation. Just made that. Dragon wanted to make absolutely sure that it destroyed all the statues this time. Trying to see behind the castle there, but I can't really see anything. Just looks like rock. It is apparently possible to snipe the boss from here. But you need to have, like, enough arrows and also be dealing a minimum amount of damage, otherwise you're just going to run out of arrows, and he's going to he's going to get knocked out of the way. If that makes sense. He'll get knocked back, but thanks. He gets hit by the arrows and he gets knocked back. And if you're not dealing enough damage, apparently he gets knocked out of range. You won't be able to finish him off like that. I forget what it was. I think it was like 100 heavy arrows or something like that. You have to deal like a minimum of 20 damage or something with each shot or something like that. But, I don't have them, so I won't be doing that. No matter how much it takes. No, you don't need those. Just leave them. Picking up more throwing knives. Weigh yourself down with throwing knives you're not going to use. And you can't sell. Exactly. I can't carry any more items. Even the games say, hold up. Yeah, I said I'd go off. I forgot. Oh, actually, did they drop a secret dagger? A half-bladed dagger, a wide use amongst the king's spies. A slashing weapon that inflicts heavy damage on soft flesh, but has a limited effect on metal armor and hard scales. Daggers are very effective after powering, as well as in close range stabs from behind. Deal 70 damage. That's pretty good. Drop those. Yeah, very good. I don't know how I managed to get it poisoned that one time. I'd like to see if I can do it again. I think I was like up here. Because I was definitely close enough to get hit by the fire. Well, sounded and smells the same as the Banshee in New Londo. Yeah. It's a good scream. Let's go back and put stuff into the stash. Also probably repair some things.
Hello again. I'm keeping...
Let's see. Put those in there. Oh, that's the maximum number I can put in there? Interesting.
You have a heart of...
I can. What's the hurry? Have you any manners?
No. Okay, they get annoyed if you just run away from them without closing dialogue. Come on. Hey, you dropped your kite shield. Oh, I think we've got one of these before. So I'll just drop it. We don't need that. Okay. It's got a lot of hit points. Yeah, that's going to take forever. And I was running too fast there, I guess. Again, yeah, ran past the central area too too easily. Didn't get caught up on the guy. All my timing is off. I don't think enchanting my weapon did that much difference. Made that much of a difference. But if I try turpentine, it's probably not very flammable. Well, it looks like it's dealing a little bit more damage. Rolled so much I put the fire out. Jerk. Hey! Cheetah! What was that? You haven't done that before. He's just like, nah, I gotta change direction. Okay, okay. worst thing is my hands get so sweaty. I have to keep wiping them off. I know, important information to know. Oh, whoa, okay. So I guess I can't, like, stun him with a hit every single time. Sometimes he'll just... He won't be stunned by the attack. Okay, whip that, but... Nope, nope. Can't catch me. Again! Is it because you, like, have to charge a minimum distance or something? Oh! There we go. Demon Slay. Hooray! Yeah, it seems like the best way to do it is like, don't be right next to him. Be like maybe a roll's distance away from him. And it gives you enough time to react to his swings and all. And probably you're not going to get hit by the first one, so you don't get hit by the wombo combo. Anyway, good. There we go. And I'm glad I was able to do that without cheesing him. Done that enough times. False King's Demons.
How did you defeat my precious demon? No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be back in again.
Okay. Don't know who that was. What's this say? False King seems. The soul of the demon False King. It radiates an enormous power. So that wasn't King Alant? Ooh, cutscene. Was a tricky fight. It's probably one of the most fun ones in the game so far. Yeah, sorry, that was me. I'm gonna get some more healing
Thank goodness
things.
you are safe. I was worried sick about you.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is the point where we're going to be.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
We're going to be discovering truths of this place. Oh, is that all? Isn't that upside down now? Can I do anything with this soul? Can I get a spell for it?
Bravo! You have brought more demon souls to me. Thank you. Let me I am one step close.
Okay. No, it doesn't look like it. So he's
I am fully prepared. I can
the old King Alant's soul must be used for the creation of a item or a weapon.
I'll excuse the rudeness, but only this once. You're lucky that it's me and not one of the other barbaric louts.
Yeah, okay. Sorry for walking away. I don't know whether I should take him at his word. Part of me thinks like, yes, it would be a thing they'd do to just cut you out of the easy access blacksmith by walking away.
You come back alive.
What have you got to say?
Well, you found yourself a demon soul. didn't
Yeah,
you?
one or two.
I'm impressed. Yes, indeed I am. Stay the path, and you will soon be a monster yourself. Can't you see you've fallen for their trap?
Yeah, I kind of got that.
You. Have you seen my corporeal flesh? Has my body gone rotten?
I don't know. Where'd you die?
I'm sorry. Please leave me alone.
Okay.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Okay. Is there a ladder, or we're just going to jump, are we? Well...
Old one, I have brought thee what thou wishest, thy new demon. Come now, be good.
Very big tree thing. See, this thing is like one of the biggest things they created. It's probably been surpassed at some point. Hello?
Let us proceed below to its lair.
Do I want to do that?
Let us proceed.
Hold on. I see a thingy up there. Where even are we? It's just ruins. The oppressive bloom is blotting out the fact that this thing is like massive. There's like a huge bulbous body behind this. You can see those spikes sticking out of it with like giant swords stuck in it. I mean, you saw it from the cutscene. It's like a gigantic slope thing. Could you move a little faster? Oh, Bloom. Why do people have to use you so much? You want to see the neat thing? No, too bad. Okay, I was going to say, are you moving slowly because I'm not close to you? There was a game where that was the case, wasn't there? I feel like it was another Japanese game. I think you had an escort mission, and a character with you was blind or something, and they moved faster when they were close to you, but if you moved away, they started moving. If you moved too far, they started moving slower. I guess I'll go in here. I don't remember which game it was. Yeah, like my tiny sword's gonna hurt this. I just pick you up and carry you? Okay, you can actually get in. I'm sure if you're needed, you're just going to appear behind me.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Shalt thou seek everlasting demon souls, or obey that naive monumental? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Right, what did the Monumentals say about this again? That was a while ago. Something about soul magic causing the Old One to appear. Or waking it up. And that's how all these problems occurred. I mean, it's a FromSoftware game, so there's going to be an element of, like, cycle, right? And sort of delaying the inevitable.
Surely you have seen for yourself the suffering that fills this world. The fight poison with poison. God is merciful. So created the Old One. The Old One will feed on our souls and put an end to our tragic realm of existence.
Well, I guess that's what King Allant is now. Yeesh, you look wretched. Do I need to fight you? Sorry. Do I need to fight you? Feels like there would be a choice at this point. Oh. Nah, get out of here, bot. Ooh. Be gone. I'd like it then notice the video of what you look like. You're just some kind of fleshy blob with multiple eyes. And you're really not a problem at all. Ow. I think there's another voice crack. I'll put it down to being sick. I think there's a character in one of the other Elden Ring, is it? Which is a bit like this.
No one wishes to go on.
Okay. So there's a weapon. Or that? Oh, I guess I made a choice.
Thine work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer.
Okay. Let me just read about this. Because I want to see. I'm a bit thick when it comes to these choices. Oh, okay. Okay. So I guess the sword is... Oh, okay. Okay, so... we can take this. Solve it. So... that's one of the most ridiculous bot messages you've seen. I've seen a number of those variants always just, hey, add me on Discord. It's just eye roll. That one was a bit odd though. Yeah, oh, I'm driving right now. Anyway. So the choice here is to leave or to kill her. Obviously, with her being dead, the old one won't be lulled back into sleep. And that won't really bode well for the world.
My
So,
thanks.
I guess we'll just leave.
At last, my duty is fulfilled.
Because I wasn't sure whether the choice would be like, oh, pick up the sword and you become like what King Alani is. But I don't know. Anyway.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
Okay. I think the other ending is you kill the Maiden in black, and the old one, sensing basically all the demon power within you, goes on to destroy the world. Because it tries to challenge you or something like that. So yeah, demon souls. It was interesting seeing all the design elements which went on to get expanded on in Dark Souls. Various areas also, themes and even boss designs and so on. I do think Dark Souls is a lot better realized than Demon's Souls. I think that kind of goes without saying, but Demon's Souls had some interesting designs, and I wouldn't mind them. I mean, I was going to say go back and explore it again, but maybe it's kind of its own thing. It's like, it's sort of confined to that. There's not really much else you can do with it, I guess. And there was the remaster, which I think, you know, went over and redesigned a bunch of stuff, for better or worse. What's my point? I like Cthulhu Old One stuff. And some of the areas, like the, what's it called? Laundo? Or whatever? The tower was really good. I really liked that place. Had the unsettling vibe and, you know, the weird things going on. And the old one at the end was really cool. The poison areas, as much of a pain they were, that was pretty neat as well. The island area was kind of neat. The storm boss at the end was nice. Was cool. I think a lot of my problem with the game is, as I was saying while I was playing it, I kind of wanted to learn more about the setting, but more so than other FromSoftware games, there's really not that much to go off of. Like, look at that guy. He looks great. The boss fight with him was interesting. It's, you know, stuck in a small room, I guess. But like, or the old hero there. You get like a bit of a blurb about them, maybe through their item or their soul, and that's about it. Or the description of the area through the arc stones. Perhaps I was missing more there, but it was really thin. Whether that's... And... some people could say that's the strength of it. That you can see more of the old one there. I would have liked to have a bit more, especially tying in the different areas together. I felt like I couldn't really see how the different zones I was going to... Oh, we get that anyway. Were fitting together into the world as a whole.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel.
Oh, it actually was always upside down, was it?
Let strength be granted so the world might be made.
Oh no, there's two. Okay.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
There's going to be New Game Plus, isn't it?
So the world might be mended.
Yep. Oh, I just had the weirdest dream. You were there. And everyone else was there. And I felt like I'd saved the world. What do you mean I'm gonna go do it all again?
This is the Nexus.
Okay, thank you. Demon's Souls is very clear step on the FromSoft game evolution. Yeah. Again, that's why I played through it, to see how their design changed, has changed and developed along the way. Like, I know I jumped over a few games, but considering the last one was Kingsfield 4 for the PS2, this is quite a lot different from that. There was a few in between there. No, I think it's one that's like a horror game, which I mean to have a look at. But that's also like, I think it's the first-person game again, like Kingsfield 4. Gameplay-wise, this plays basically exactly the same as Dark Souls. They didn't really change too much there. Having a jump is nice, as awkward as it is in Dark Souls. The weight combat limits and all that. Do I think this game did anything better than Dark Souls? I'm not too sure. Nothing stood out to me too much as, oh, I wish they'd done that in Dark Souls. Glad they give you more armor to go with in Dark Souls. Like the MP system is neat, I guess, for casting spells with that, but Dark Souls puts that into stamina. So, you know, still kind of there. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it, I guess. The bosses ranged from really neat, like with Old King Elant, or, let me see. The Fire Demon was pretty fun, as difficult as it was, to ones which were like, they looked cool, but weren't much of a challenge really, like the Rotten Construct or whatever it was, or the Giant Leech Demon. I mean, the old hero was interesting because of its mechanic, not being able to see you, which I made easy by wearing the thief ring. And then there's some bosses which are just like quite trivial. The Dragon God, I died a lot on that, but that's just learning the pattern. The last boss for the tower was like, okay, that would have been another player if I was playing online. So that would have made it more difficult. I liked the Fool's God, I think it's called. The sort of pinwheel type boss. That was nice. The Man-Eater was... it would have been a nice boss if you had a better arena to fight it in. Something which made it a bit more manageable. Being knocked off the platform. And having two of them was just, what else was there? The Storm Demon, well, you had a sword to deal with that. So that was kind of, you know, oh, this could have been difficult, but the sword made it easy. The boss, which I got the shield, which is on the shield. Interesting gimmick. Wasn't too much of a problem. I don't think I died on it. Legion, the giant blob with all the shields. That was a pretty cool boss. I like that one for the first one in the game. It felt challenging, but also easy enough to deal with at the beginning, especially if you use the turpentine to give yourself fire damage. The Tower Guard Iron Giant boss, that was a really good one. I like that one a lot. Especially how you had to hack at its legs, at its feet, and it had like little gaps of steam coming out, and it would fall over, and then you'd hit it for massive damage. That was fun. That was one of the better bosses in the game, I think. The Spider Demon, I didn't, as I said a number of times, I cheesed it by shooting it with bolts. I didn't figure out what I was supposed to do. I need to watch a video on how that's supposed to be fought in melee. And here was the Leech boss, the Construct boss, and the last one, which was, again, kind of a gimmick. You had that knight who was defending the saint or whatever, which I think the knight boss, the knight fight for me, I got him stuck in a loop. He's apparently got some moves which, like, would be more difficult, but he never used them when I was fighting him. He just stood there and I would run in, slash him, he'd slash back, I'd jump away, and then I'd go in and hit him again. I just kept doing that over and over again. The magic in the game is very powerful. Even the little bits which I use, it certainly helped a lot. Poisoning enemies is really good too. There was magic which I didn't get there was a Yulia the Witch, which I never found. I think there's also another guy who gives you miracle magic, which I don't have faith, so that would have been helpful to me, but I don't know where I'd have found them. There's a whole, what's it called? This mechanic. Tendency. Which I never really dealt with. I ignored it pretty much. So there is a lot more content in the game which I never engaged with, just characters who were never encountered because they only show up in either pure white or pure black tendency for that area. There's items which I didn't get because they're tied to things like that. I think there's areas. There's another boss in the game which I didn't fight. I don't think I'll go back for them. In a place called a mausoleum in Boletaria Palace. Right near the beginning, you remember there was a knight who had the red eyes. Past the bulwark, or the top of the wall. I have to get a key to open that up. So there's a boss in there. But yeah, like, the tendency would have been a lot easier to manage if I was able to gain white tendency by defeating other players, but I can't do that. So to be able to do that, I think I pretty much would have to play through as a ghost, defeating the bosses, and then becoming a ghost between bosses, so that it didn't lower it, which I didn't do. And then when you've gone through white, then you go to black, and you just get things through that, but I didn't bother with that. It was a bit much for my first playthrough. So yeah, interesting game. Enjoyable game. I liked a fair bit of what was in it. I think this hallway kind of describes the game pretty well, in that there's like a lot of neat environment around, and then you've got a whole bunch of tutorial messages scattered all over the floor. Like, they were really trying a whole bunch of different ideas, and it still feels to me like it's a bunch of different areas which they thought were neat, and they put together as some kind of whole towards the end. It's like, well, we have to try and fit this together somehow. Because it feels rather disjointed. But, yeah. Anyway. Enjoyable boss fights and all. That was Demon's Souls. Well, thank you very much for joining. I hope you join me again next time for whatever I can come up with.